Hello everyone, my name is Kumar Rishabh and I am here along with my team to present our idea that is silicon paper. My teammates' names are here displayed on the screen. Now I'll move to my topic. Mainly our target audience is the entrepreneurs, investors and the enthusiastic people who are always very keen to learn and know about the latest technologies used in industry. I'll give you a brief overview of our topic. Our product is useful for the people who are somewhere connected to the latest business with new technologies. For example, startups. Our application provides a common platform for entrepreneurs and investors. It will provide the base for raising investment for the startups. Also, it will be very helpful for the investors to find the most liked and the most favorite business which are trending on that platform, and the people can also like and comment if they like any idea. I'll brief you more. Like viewers can, we have something like they can comment and they can, if they want something needs to be improved, they can mention in the comment. Entrepreneurs can also share their information about their business, and we will verify from our end that every security protocol is being followed so that people and the entrepreneurs can feel safe. Now I'll proceed forward and I'll give a brief flow of our project. The basic use flow of the app will be, we'll have the login ID for the entrepreneur. Entrepreneur will have an account on our app. He will have a particular login ID by which he can log in. He will enter his contact details and a brief description about his startup or the project. On the parallel side, we'll also have an login ID for the investor. Investor will log in. He'll see all the list of his startups. And if he like or if he want to know something more about that particular startup, he can directly contact the respective person of the startup, else he has more options to see. Thereby, from here onwards, Jasu will continue with the further topics.
So why will someone choose our silicon paper? As we know, many new businesses need money to expand and generate the public perception, and silicon paper provides a solution to all these issues. Businesses can list themselves in order to obtain funding to improve their production and expand their services, and their advertising also will be done automatically, as there will be visitors who can be the consumers of their business as with the silicon paper. Now Anirudh will explain the business model.
Yes, sir. Coming to the business model of our application, our main aim is to ensure that we have an apt business model for our application. So we use the subscription revenue model for our purpose. Now, basically, the main idea of subscription revenue model is that it operates on a concept called recurring fee. So recurring fee is a payment which is made at regular intervals by the customer. So, but with the use of recurring payments, it is beneficial for both the customers as well as companies. So even the companies have the luxury to record the statistics, and they need not worry about customer retention. So this is very popular, right, from OTT streaming services to even food delivery apps like Zomato or Swiggy. And the main thing is that the main advantage with this is that the subscriptions can be scaled with confidence. That is, you can focus on content instead of worrying on whether the fact that customers will be available to you or not. And since our service is based on subscriptions, we will charge the entrepreneurs based on the number of days they want to earn. We have basically four plans. One is the daily plan, the weekly plan, the bi-monthly or 15 days plan, and the monthly plan. So the content access will be same to all, but the pricing will be different. Based on the choice of the user and the affordability, he can choose whichever plan he wants to. After a specific number of time, that is the expiry date, the entrepreneurs have to renew the subscription, or else they have no access to the content of the app. Next, moving on to the objectives of our business model, we need to figure out if our business would impact from our existing models. In case we realize that the revenue is going down or it's gradually reducing, we need to come up with better subscription plans. This means that the audience are not interested. At the same time, we need to establish both long-term and short-term goals, because goals are important to achieve any target which we need. And you also need to have a good pricing strategy, which is affordable for all of them. We also need to improve our UI and UX to such an extent because what you see is what you get. Users these days are not compromising on the UI design of the applications. And we need to make the billing process simple and easy so that we don't need to return the money or make sure that transactions are secure and safe. But the main and critical objective is to ensure that we earn the trust of customers so that they can approach us again and to deliver consistent and high quality and a service without any fault. We need to have maximum fault tolerance. Now, my friend Aishani will continue.
Now we will talk about the micro factors that can affect for the in our startup. The first factor is customers. So the most important part of customers are the most important part of any kind of business, and it is very much necessary to satisfy the customers through good services and various offers. Then the second most important micro factor that comes into the picture is employees. The employees are the backbone of the company. They should be provided with perks and benefits, and they should feel ambient for good working of the company. The third is public view. Public view is basically the decider for the fate of the company, and therefore good public marketing is essential. And fourth is company costs. So as we all know that the working budget for any kind of company depends upon all kinds of the above factors which has been mentioned. Therefore it is very important to keep a stable budget. And the last but not the least is competition. The working of company and developing market share is very tough when many companies are in same business. Next slide. Now we will talk about the macro factors. In macro factors, we have economic factors. Economic factors obviously plays a major role among all kinds of customers because these have major impacts on the company if not controlled in the right way. Then we talk about technology, which is also the most crucial role, which plays a very crucial role in companies' operations. Therefore, company is adopting major technology for the services. Now we will talk. Now the third one is legal issues. There are no legal issues to the company as all the things are according to the government terms and conditions. Fifth one is political issues. There will be no political issues related to the company. It was easy as a special act promotes startups. Sixth one is natural issues. All disasters does not affect the services majorly. And the sixth one is demography and social issues. These issues plays a vital role in companies development and can be a deciding factor. Now finally we come to the application summary. This website that we have built will display the different investment ideas and strategies each investor has put among the viewers across the globe. To make this website more interactive and user friendly among the viewers, customers, investors and entrepreneurs, we are planning to offer some gift cards to the investors who tends to invest in more than 5 companies a day. Besides all of these, viewers will also have the right to write the comments and suggestions regarding the startup ideas that they like or dislike, such that it is beneficial for the investors to decide and choose which startup ideas would be the best to invest upon. Henceforth, our website will show the information on licensing our brand name in future.
Yeah, this is our simple layout of our application, Silicon Paper. So this will be the first picture will be the home screen of our application where we'll be selecting upon entrepreneur or investor. And once you select upon entrepreneur, we'll be registering and signing up with their personal details. And whereas on the other hand, with the investor, we'll be signing up in the same way. And the second picture where it is showing up, it is for the general audience people, where it will pop up the idea and where they'll be knowing more about their startup idea. I guess it will be there on location. And now we can go on for the application demo. Next slide.
As we have mentioned earlier, we have the three different sections: the front page, the slide section, and the sharing options, which are shown in the pictures. After that, we have our main components of our application: the entrepreneur section and the investor section. In this, the entrepreneur can log in via their ID and they can add their startup details, for example, title, their startup short description, website, and name of the entrepreneur. Also, add the contact details. At the same time, the investor can see the startup list. And here, as we have seen, the Wallpop startup has been listed with the Abhishek Bhatia, and the contact information has been provided along with the short description of the startup. And now we'll further move to the different part of our section. It is packages section and the team size section we have mentioned here.
So here is the demo of our application. This is the opening of our application. Here we have two sections, investor and startup section, where an investor can, this is a slide page of our application. Now this is the investor section where the investor can see all the startups that has been listed there in our application. And this is the share option if someone wants to share our application. This is the startup section where an entrepreneur can enter the details of their startup and select the packages accordingly. This is our Silicon Paper team.
So now we have to show some application code. So for that, we have made this application in the language of Kotlin. It is a basic official language of Android development. It is officially accepted by the Google itself. So here are some fragments which you have already shown in our application. So I will not go much deeper in this, but I will talk about some main activity and the different kinds of fragments which we have initialized here. So these are some Kotlin language files, and here we have used some fragments, bindings, and all. So for that, other than this, rest of my teammates will continue.
So as we intend to construct a robust model that will provide a smooth experience to the users, so our team consists of many teams: a technical team composed of developers and cloud engineers, a creative team for ideas to make our services more appealing to the businesses, investors, and the visitors that will be drawn to our services, a team to verify the information provided by the startups, and as in customary, all the departments, there will be a project manager, senior developers, assistant developers, and the group of interns. Now Vishwajit will explain about our marketing strategies.
Yeah, so our marketing strategies, our target audience will be startups and entrepreneurs looking for funding but lacking contacts. So we shall target them through word of mouth and through advertisements across social media. So we'll be booking advertising spaces on appropriate websites and try to make an impression. The online competition for space is very high, and hence it will be a better platform to market it. We can also resort to guerrilla marketing techniques for gaining more organic reach of for our application. The ultimate aim of our marketing should be to reach out to people who may be in need for funding and guidance from the mentors or entrepreneurs. We can also distribute pamphlets at any business related events, and that will eventually lead to word of mouth and better marketing of our app. So we'll be discussing about SWOT analysis in the coming slide.
So coming to the SWOT analysis, we identify our main strength as the kind of connection that we have on our app and the booming target market. Other than that, it's a small investment and only a few employees are needed to start it. The main weakness that we have is that in our app we need a constant engagement. Other than that, it is dependent on entrepreneurs and it is new in the area. And in opportunities, we plan to provide advisory services to young entrepreneurs, and there is a great opportunity for young minds to get funding for their idea, and we need to have a proper checkup of profiles. Other than that, or otherwise we would have threats such as fake profiles, scammers, or theft of an idea. Next slide. So this was our project which revolved around providing a platform for entrepreneurs and connecting them with investors. Thank you.